Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ross Deuces and this is how not to play Cassia. So I had, let's see here, not Cho'Gall, but Cassia, Chen, Chromie, and Deathwing complete. And I had it edited and everything, you know, such as I do. All that edited and everything ready to go. But then they decided to drop, they being Blizzard, drop the new Dark Nexus update. So I said, screw it, let's re-record. Mostly what that came with the Dark Nexus was the Tassadar rework that was supposed to happen like at the beginning of the year. And some new skins and a little bit of a couple changes, but nothing much. Tassadar rework is pretty interesting. They changed him from a support to an assassin. However, we will get to that whenever we get to him, which is quite a while since we're still in the C's right now, and we're going to go through to the T's to get to him. I know how to alphabet, do you? So anyways, excuse me, sorry, I just finished eating like a flaming hot Doritos Locos Taco, and it's kicking my ass. I'm a man who loves flaming hot Cheetos, but I think they added a little bit more spice than normal. Holy damn. Alright, so anyways, Cassia is a ranged assassin. Her... oh, excuse me. Let me back up a little bit. They also made it so that you can do a favorite talent build. You can do 3. You can favorite it, and it's already set to go and ready for you to click it. I thought I had read, whenever that was going to happen, that it would automatically pick it, but I guess... Or the game would automatically pick it if you had the entire thing filled out. But I guess not, and kind of makes sense. I kind of wish there was an option that you could select, but if someone knows, let me know. Anyways, so Cassia is a ranged assassin. Her first ability is Lightning Fury. It's a straight line skill shot. You hurl a lightning javelin that deals X damage to the first enemy hit and splits into 2 lightning bolts that deal X damage to enemies in their path. So it starts off as a straight line skill shot and then splits like a T, uppercase T. Her W is Blinding Light. It is a AoE ability. After 0.5 seconds, deal X damage and blind enemies in the target area for 2 seconds. Passive, Cassia deals 20% increased damage to blinded targets. So if you aren't familiar, blinded means that the player or the character cannot land any basic attacks. So it's very useful for heroes that focus primarily on that, like Illidan, Arthas, Raynor, and a few more. Well, more than a few. So it's fantastic against them. And so then you have her E. It is a point and click. You charge at an enemy, and upon arriving, channel for up to 1.5 seconds, dealing X damage to enemies in front of Cassia every 0.25 seconds, deals 50% reduced damage to non-heroes. So it's kind of like a cone with the point leading toward Cassia, and is cone the right word? More like an isosceles triangle. Is that the right one? I don't know. It's a triangle. I'll show you when we get there. Sorry, it's for real, that flaming hot Doritos kicking my ass. So anyways, now, this is a fantastic ability to deal damage. However, you have to be very careful when you want to go in. The common thing to do is throw down your W, and as soon as they're blinded, go into your fend. That way you're dealing that increased damage to the blinded targets. The reason I was saying that you want to be careful is because you are extremely vulnerable. You are not unstoppable, you're not protected, you're completely vulnerable. And it's very easy for a tank to, like, say, Diablo, to pick you up and throw you, or to Q you out of it. However, it is a fantastic way of dealing damage. Her trait is Avoidance. While moving unmounted, that's very important, Cassia gains 40 physical armor against heroic basic attacks, reducing the damage taken by 40%. It is really nice to play as Cassia against a primarily basic attacking enemy team, but don't count on it. She is more of a niche hero, in my opinion. That's really good for league play, or ranked play, excuse me. Because if they start building toward an auto-attacking build, you can play Cassia to counter that. So anyways, her first ult is Ball Lightning. Throw a ball of lightning at an enemy hero that bounces up to 6 times between nearby enemy heroes and Cassia, dealing X damage to enemies hit. If you guys... I'm learning League of Legends, so I'm going to start making some comparisons. If you guys are familiar with Brand, that's his ult right there. I don't know if there's a difference being, because I'm very, very new to learning League of Legends. By the way, if you guys want to see some League of Legends videos of me trying to learn and attempt to make plays, let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to throw that up. I was also thinking about doing some Dota 2, but that would be primarily YouTube, so only you guys that watch my YouTube would be able to watch me learn and fail spectacularly at Dota. But I don't know if I want to venture into 2 new MOBAs, especially 2 that are incredibly in-depth. And from what I've been reading, apparently Dota is far more in-depth. But anyways, I apologize. So, the stratagem with Ball Lightning is you want to get them whenever they're grouped up. Preferably in a tight corridor, that way they cannot spread out. Or, if you can maintain being close to a specific enemy, throw the Ball Lightning on him, and then it'll bounce off of you, and then back to him. However, bouncing to you does count as one of its 6, so effectively you're only going to get 3 bounces. But it's a nice kill secure, potentially, so... her level 20 ball Lightning is infinite. As long as it has a target to bounce to, it will infinitely go. It is fucking disgusting. I have been part of an... against a Cassia who casted a Ball Lightning, and my team or the enemy team wouldn't spread out fast enough, so it just decimated them. It was disgusting. Her next ult is Valkyrie. It's a straight line skill shot. Ball Lightning is a point and click. Summon a Valkyrie that rushes to Cassia after 0.75 seconds, pulling the first enemy hero hit, dealing X damage and stunning them for 0.5 seconds at the end of her path. The Valkyrie knocks back all other enemy heroes in her way. So, if there's 2 enemy heroes, caught in the path, and the first one, it hits the first one, it'll knock back the other one on her return to pull that first one that she hit. However, if the first one moves out of the way, the one in the back gets hit by the Valkyrie, she'll pull the one in the back towards you and knock the one, if he decides to get back in the way, out of the way. I was very confused about this for a while until I went against a Cassia, or was I teamed with her? I was teamed with her, and I got to watch that. Because most people, when they see Valkyrie, because it takes a while for it to set up, move out of the way. It's one of the more difficult ults to land. I don't know why, but it is. I think it's just because it takes so long for it to actually go. It takes time for it to go, and then to actually land, and then go out and pull the target near you. I'm not a big fan of it. It is a great way to displace enemy heroes, but if it's not my favorite. Let's just put it that way. I've tried many times to get it to work for me, and I just can't. But then again, I'm a big old dum-dum, so who knows? I much prefer Ball Lightning, so you'll probably see me... Why did I say probably like that? You'll more than likely see me go Ball Lightning. I believe the last video I did for Cassia, I had went Valkyrie because I was trying to counter their team, and I just failed spectacularly. So we'll probably stick with Ball Lightning this time around. Now, I typically go with a E build, a Fend build for Cassia, but if there's no way for me to feel comfortable going in without getting punished with my Fend, we'll probably go with a Q build or an auto attack build. The one thing, I really like Cassia's kit, but I hate her level 20. So if you end up going Valkyrie, all you can get is this. This is the only options, which I think is just awful. They really need to not rework her, but add at least one more option here. You get either this, Infinite Lightning, which we discussed, or Imprisoning Light, which basically, whenever it hits a hero, it deals 200 damage to nearby enemies and roots them for 3 seconds. Yeah, that's great, but you actually have to make it sure it lands on the enemy hero. So if you miss, that's completely worthless. Plus, if they spread out, it's completely worthless. And then Titan's Revenge. Cassia's basic attacks now ignore armor, and her basic attack range is increased by 2. It is a really good ability, but I rarely go it, and I don't know why. Maybe we'll go auto attack build if we don't have a good enemy team to go against. I don't think I've ever done an auto attack build. That sounds good. So, let's play some Cassia.
The wait is over.
Yes, it is.
Weapons ready.
So, we are... The only thing I'm worried about is that Genji. If he pops his deflect the moment I hit him with or if he gets in the way of my Fend, that's a hell amount of damage that's going to get reflected back to me or a teammate or all of the team if he gets the level 20 upgrade to his deflect. That's the only thing I'm worried about. However, there's an Illidan, a Leoric, an Akira, and a Vala who I directly counter. I wouldn't say directly counter Leoric. His W is pretty scary. If I don't hit it against Vala, and Kira's got her Q, but at the same time, I'm not too worried. So I think we're gonna go with a W. Very important that we try to move. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. Never mind. Nice.
We work well together. A satisfactory.
All right, so I'm gonna show off the fin triangle that I was talking about. I'm pretty sure it's there. See right there. Oh no, it's more of a cone. I was wrong. I was right the first time. I always do that. Back up, because I knew they would go back in on me.
I can see the dark.
The beacons have activated. Control them. Please let this work.
Nice.
For mortal. A good kill. Double kill.
Nice.
Triple kill.
They are getting messed up.
Couldn't have done better myself.
That's what I meant to ping, not an actual ping.
Choose a talent. I have seen better.
I shall purge this land of the shadows.
Oh no, I'm that's me dead. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was afraid of. I shouldn't have gone in on Kira. I should have gone in on the Yorick at an angle because her E completely negates everything that I could do. That was completely foolish, but I was hoping that she would not land it. I don't know what I was hoping for. I wasn't thinking. Like I was, but I wasn't.
Yes.
I'm gonna go bot lane to help them out. So there's a lot of people helping top, and I can kills on those two. So what we picked was Ring of the Leech, and it gives us health for whenever we damage a blinded target, which we're gonna get some hell of good use off of.
The enemy will have to deal with a much larger wave of Zerg than we will.
I am the queen here.
Mostly blinding her to get the to blind her to stop her from dealing so much damage to our objective.
Choose a talent. Can be empowered by Valor.
We're gonna go with the Pale. I got greedy, but I really wanted to get this. So it will balance itself out.
Eliminated. Huh. I went into the sciences to avoid this sort of thing.
I'm ready once more.
By the way, I hope everyone, I truly, truly hope everyone is staying safe out there. I try not to pay attention too much to the news because ugh. Him, so he doesn't do damage anymore.
Good riddance.
There we go. I just stole that kill. Good thing this isn't League of Legends.
Success.
So, if you're wondering yourself what made me get into League of Legends, I've always been kind of interested in it. I used to play it a long time ago whenever I was drinking a lot, during my dark times. And pretty much I only learned it when I was drunk. And I say learned very loosely. I understood the basics. I should say understood very, very, very lightly, of how to play it. The group I was playing with, taught me mostly Garen. But I've always been slightly interested in it. And basically, with Blizzard, I don't care to shill for them anymore. I just don't care
They'll
for
be
it.
active soon.
Oh, nope, good.
Choose a talent.
There! The beacons! Capture them!
Those who prepare endure.
Oh, he moved away at the right time.
Never duel an Amazon.
I guess that blind didn't land. I should have got healing off of him, but I guess the blind didn't land. Like it's this, I'm gonna be right back. Ah!
I must retreat. Hold the line.
But yeah, basically, I've just stopped
Fewer Zerg to deal with.
wanting to help Blizzard by
Some small
bringing
comfort at least.
the love that I used to have for them forward.
Even you can be empowered.
Or, that's not the correct way to say it.
Kill confirmed.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna activate his E. Shit. I knew he'd activate his E,
Hold the line.
so I ended it quickly. Good thing I did too, because okay, so one very important thing also that I forgot to mention with this update is that forts and towers now operate in the same logistics that League of Legends does. So basically, within their range, what it used to be is they would completely ignore you. They had a set targeting parameters and they followed them strictly. You could attack an enemy hero underneath a tower or fort or keep all day, and it wouldn't care until it targeted you. Like, say there's no more minions left.
You have my gratitude.
Or mercenaries.
I'd likely be
Now, though, if you're underneath one and you target an enemy hero, they target you. What's different also is...
Make haste.
Let's check this quick. Damn.
Spree has run its course.
Yes. A
So,
clever
but with
tactic.
these towers, forts, and keeps, whenever you attack an enemy hero underneath their range, they'll automatically target back onto you, and I forget about it constantly because this game has gone under the same without that for what 5 years. 5 years, and they never introduced that. And now after 5 years, now granted, I've been playing for 5 years, but I've been playing for roughly 4 years, and that's a tough fucking habit to break. Let me tell you.
Death deters no daughter of Gobos. We advance.
And also, I guess I should have said, I'm not a good Cassia player. I rarely play her. I'm not too big of a fan of her. So, if you see these mistakes and you're just like, what the hell, dude? I know you're dumb, but damn, man. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I think they're making a boss play. That or they're trying to stop us from making a boss play.
The beacons are
Fuck if he
energizing.
doesn't get out. Nice.
Can be empowered by valor.
Atrocities end here.
So one thing I've always wanted to know with Kira,
Online, please keep them out of enemy hands.
if Mathiel throws his ult on her, his last rites, and then she E's successfully, will that kill her?
A satisfactory kill. Hell yeah! This hero's getting on my nerves.
He's dead, dude. What do you want me to do?
This hero's getting on my nerves. You have been slain.
And you think you can equal me?
So, I have max damage, but I also have 4 deaths. That Illidan just gets straight up fucking manhandled, though. My god. And the worst part is, he seems like a competent Illidan, but the problem is that I counter him so fucking hard. This team is not a good team to go against this Illidan. Because the only one really good would be Nova, unless she lands the ult on him. That's pretty much his whole health bar, if not the entirety of it. Well, that was dumb. Not me, because I can blind him. Rexar could stun him out of it. Mathiel could just eat him alive. I mean, Mathiel has a lot of things going on for him to counter him. And Raynor's not bad. Good, we got a keep.
I have seen better.
I'm so glad I didn't ult.
Is it safe out there now? Yes. Nice work.
Kill confirmed.
Yeah, we don't want to be here. They're 2 down, yeah, but Kira's gonna be back in 15
Yes,
seconds.
agreed.
We ought to capture this
I'm good with
mercenary
that.
camp.
We should take this mercenary.
Now, bosses cannot be blinded, so this does not count. That fucking Nova.
Frailty was your downfall.
I was really hoping I wouldn't be able to end Genji. I did not mean to go in on him, but he took so long to activate his deflect. So it was just like, alright, I'll just sit here and keep doing this damage. That Kira, though. We need to shut her down hard. We get both keeps, though, so that's great. But yeah, so I was talking about League of Legends. I was really... I started wanting to get into it more, mostly because the community is still strong, the creators are still strong, and
Powering up.
I really want to support a game that supports its players, that continually tries for their players. And Blizzard has botched so much that I'm pretty well out the door with them. I was really interested in the Ashes of Outland expansion for Hearthstone until I remembered it's Blizzard. Oh god. My blind didn't land, and I don't know why. Dude, Matthias should have some hella stacks on his, Oh, she's muted, wow.
Need some help over here.
Where are you at? Matthias, right there. Oh, it won't show me while it's, on cooldown. He should be dead. Oh my god, he gets out. Nova! Oh my god, baby girl! There we go. Eliorg, though. But, she doesn't. That I know of. She doesn't. Oh, he means the
Weapons ready.
other one. This is being taken, right? I don't think I want to be over here. Yeah, no, I don't. I want Leoric to think he's alone. Jesus Christ, dude, I cannot. That Illidan's starting to take it back. So yeah, and I know that Dota 2 and League of Legends has a lot of support and love behind its community. Now, well, okay, behind the creators. The community is far more toxic. But then again, it's a free game and it's a well-known game, so that's to be expected. So I decided to learn League of Legends. I was thought about that for Dota 2, but since I had a basis of understanding of Dota, or League of Legends, I was like, you know what, I will go with that. But I've also been kind of twiddling with the idea of Dota 2 just to give it a try. But from my understanding, dude, it is far more complicated
Choose a talent.
than League of Legends. We're going to go with Infinite Lightning, without a doubt. These guys don't like to separate. And we can definitely take advantage of that. Looks like that Nova's pretty screwed. Yep, there she is. Dude, that damage, though! She's probably gonna W me again.
I saw that.
Emergency! Scores observed.
I
Inbound on our base.
can't.
Exterminate them immediately.
I can't do anything. I'm like 8 now. Yeah, I'm feeding as bad as Illidan was. I'm feeding so bad that Raynor took the top damage.
Fall back.
The problem with Cassia is, unless you build her to like Q or auto attack build, you're not gonna get. You can get punished pretty hard. That might be game. Unless they do a really good job defending, that might be game. The only reason I know it's not, I know completely without a doubt it's not, is because Vala stayed back and defended. If she was back here helping them, though, that would have been down a long time ago. Yeah, that was bad. I don't think he meant to pick that.
Thought I had joined the Wildlands for a moment.
Okay. So that looks like it's game. Yep. Dude, I fucking fed. Alright, well, that was Cassia. But to finish my thought, so I wanted to give League of Legends and Dota 2, maybe possibly Dota 2, a fair shake and see if I like them. So far with League of Legends, I'm slowly starting to understand. But the biggest problem, though, is that I have 4 years of Here's a Storm, and there's a lot of bad tendencies that I have, and also a lot of things that I take for granted. Like, for instance, I know heroes in and out. Maybe not well enough to do a video series, haha, but I know it. So I don't know. But I'm gonna try, and if you guys want to see League of Legends, I play that. I will be playing that every Tuesday. Then thank you to my mod and very faithful viewer Navkai for suggesting Tilted Tuesday as the League of Legends day name, and I love it. So we're gonna stick with Tilted Tuesday for my League of Legends day. And if you guys want Dota 2 for YouTube, let me know. Again, that'll be only for you guys that are on YouTube on my channel. And I will do my first game in every game thereafter that I play for YouTube. And in addition to this, it's not going to take place of Here's the Storm. So, until I finally get done with it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you all have a great night, a great day, and everything else. And please, please stay safe out there.